this is rough. This is rough. What's up, people? Welcome to another exciting episode of Horror with Sir Sturdy. We're on time tonight, believe it or not, and this is what we're reviewing. Boom. The last three Jasons from Manhattan to space. How does he get there? I have no fucking clue.
Caught a Mickey on the corner of 42nd. It was a bad batch.
That is the human podcaster known as Worst Damn Gamer Ever, speaking into the worst damn microphone ever.
Why? Oh, I'm sorry. Turn to the side.
It's broken.
There you go.
Crystal clear now.
I was like, what's going on? For some reason, it didn't lock into place, and it's fucking on its little perch here. It swung to the side. Look. See, she's loose today.
Happens. There are loose days.
I'm at the end of Final Nightmare, so don't start there. It's like right at the end.
Oh, you're good. No, you got to start with 8. You got to go in order. 8, 9, 10, Mick.
He flipped the jungle gym, which is obviously the best way to go.
Absolutely. And it shows the beauty of Jason. He doesn't need to go around things. He'll go through them.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What's good, Doomsday?
Wait, you're on the Final Nightmare or Final Friday the 13th?
I'm watching the Final Nightmare. No, not the Final Nightmare. Final Friday.
Gotcha.
Final Friday.
Which was not
Nightmare. I get it, Mick. It's stuck in your head.
No, that's part 4. That's part 4.
The final chapter is 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Sturdy, you know what I was thinking today? Because it's I guess the finale's coming out. The trailer for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes came out. And I knew that because of Jason, first and foremost. And then you guys mentioned it. But you could connect all of those movies, the old ones and the new ones, because they're all run concurrent. Like, they're basically prequels. There's a franchise for you. That could be a really good one.
It'll be a real good one.
Movies. I'm in. Dude, I was excited because I didn't even know it was coming out.
I thought that old idea died years ago with James Franco and all that shit.
Well, he died. He wasn't a part of it. Those movies are fucking amazing.
I thought they were great.
Planet of the Apes crushes.
Mark Wahlberg was in the first one.
Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, no, that was an awful remake, nightmare, Tim Burton hell, a fever dream of just awfulness. It doesn't need to be remembered. It's that time in the 2000s that we just try to skip past and be like, no, puka shells weren't a thing. Just go forward. Let's skip past that.
That's legit.
Daniel, this is actually
Horror with
30, and it's going to be very different than Matt Talk. I just want to give you a heads up.
Very, very different.
You know what really threw me for a loop? Is that when Jason and Andy Griffin got together and they were just hanging out like down by the creek. It was
were they fishing?
He gave a lot of great advice to Jason on how to swim, on how to keep cool and calm when you're dissecting people.
Yep.
The best pies in town.
And then he represented him as his lawyer in the trial. There's the next episode.
Breaking it down like that. Just making shit up at that point.
Matt Talk, Matt Law. Jason, Friday the 13th, part 52.
Versus Andy Griffith, or does he team up with him?
They're going to team up. They're going to team up. Imagine that team up. I imagine Andy Griffith as the sheriff of Crystal Lake.
I would love to see Don.
Well, now you just have to die.
Well, Jason, what do we say? We say you got to be good now, don't we?
Gonna have to slice these ones up now.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Let's see the glove. Let's see the glove. And what kicked all of this off for us, fuckers. This whole thing, this moment right here, where the glove pops up and takes the mask, it down with the fucking dog there for some reason. What is it with Freddy and dogs? But this whole thing is what only survives and exists because we're supposed to be here tonight doing this.
True.
And Nancy Stafford would survive, Daniel, in a heartbeat. That's a strong woman.
That's fair.
I love this. The crossover from Matt Talk. I love it. Fantastic, guys.
Matt Talk. Listen, Daniel, don't be afraid to go over to Horror with Sir Sturdy and hit that subscribe button.
Yep.
Just saying. Don't be
Smash
scared.
it.
There you go. And that notification if you want to know when I'm dropping shit. You don't have to do that though if I annoy you, because I can be annoying, but I'm fine with that.
And we're so
Very
glad that you joined in on Three Geeks, you know, because we try to share this all out so Sturdy can kind of be out there even more to more people.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
The problem is 5 geeks are better than 3. I'm just saying.
Well, we sometimes No, this has been fun, man. I'm sad that this is our last episode of this series. I mean, I'm not sad because this one was atrocious, but I'm sad that this journey is ending.
That just means another one begins, Jason. You ever see 2 Girls, 1 Cup?
They had a lot of sequels to that.
Why so early on that? Why do you have to bring it up so fucking early, dude?
Why not? You're talking about sequels.
806. Yeah, all right.
See, there you go. A bunch of sequels.
Andy
Part
Griffin was good with.
Part 46 with Casey holding the cup like this because he's a gentleman. Yeah.
I mean, that is fair. But
I'll
also
hold
a terrible choice.
next up in 47. Don't worry.
That's about as good as this movie was.
Dude, you are so. I swear to God,
about
since you've been doing these, you were like, you know what? I'm gonna be the guy who hates everything.
Yes, I've changed my mind on the entire Friday franchise. I love 7.
That is true.
Remember?
Really?
That is very true.
Chadman.
Chad was good, man. Doing great. How about yourself?
I always thought Freddy was better, and then we watched them side by side, Casey, and the Friday franchise is a better through story, all the way up to even 8 fits in the mold, but then it falls apart after 8. But quality.
I have a quick question for Casey.
7 was great. I liked it. I hated it at one point in my life.
So we did the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise versus this franchise, Friday the 13th. And the way we watched them was part 1, part 2. Have you ever watched 2 franchises like that? Like just not going through one then the other, but like 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4?
I have, but it was more like I did that through the different eras of Star Trek. I did that through the different eras, a lot of different sci-fi. You know, whenever Dune came out, so I had to watch side by side and see those 2. Those are usually what I've done it with. I've never done it with all of the movies. So the fact that y'all have done that with every single one of them is pretty huge. And also definitely will show you that Friday the 13th is superior. Nightmare on Elm Street is fun and cheesy and then goes off the rails real quick. At least this franchise held out till about, 6.
We did discover during this journey, though, Freddy does have like 1, 3, and 7 are probably the darkest movies out of any.
Yeah. I could see that. Those are definitely darker. I think Friday the 13th, the first one would be the darkest. I don't think there's because, it's the mom and the twist and everything. But after that, it's just killing, kids. It's such a camp slasher tradition that kind of just plays on, which is why it's fun that these 3 that we were forced to watch to sit here and review and discuss are such a break from that tradition. And I used to be really upset about it, but I'll even tell you, Mick, you know this well about me. I changed my tune a little bit on Jason X.
I did too. You heard it last night when we were talking. I'm a fan of Nightmare on Elm Street remake now.
Yeah, which was crazy. It's nuts.
Did you get a chance to rewatch it yet, Casey? The
Nightmare on Elm Street? No. No, I got locked in with these ones, and then I actually went and watched Friday the 13th remake, and I was not really super pleased with that one. So I am still excited to check out Nightmare on Elm Street again. I mean, I only watched it pretty recently, and it's definitely darker, and I do enjoy that. It's way less cheesy, which I can appreciate. The problem is I've got an issue where if I don't like the characters that we're supposed to cheer for, then I don't care. And that was the problem with the remake is I didn't really care about those characters. It wasn't something that I was invested in. I was like, oh, fine, go kill him. More fodder for, Freddy to swipe out. So cool.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. My biggest gripe with that, real quick, and then we'll get into these, was just his look. I hated the look. And you're so used to that iconic, the look we get, and it's just that. But rewatching it again, I looked past it. I was like, it's actually isn't bad. But yeah, I get it.
Jason, and it's Jackie O'Haley. The guy's amazing. He deserves a shot at everything. He's great.
No, he did great. He did great.
Breaking news: Sam Bankman-Fried has been convicted. He's the one that did the FTX scam. So
Woohoo!
Good.
I have no idea what's going on with that, but good.
That unraveled quickly. I knew that was going to happen.
Now you can put it in your SEO.
You have to remind me at the end. Oh shit!
Don't you start conversations with your Matt Talk people in the comments. You talk to them right here.
I don't want to interrupt, but Daniel, why are you encouraging Sturdy? He wrote one lawyer,
And listen, I appreciate this, David. I appreciate this because you in the comments are paying attention. I'm not going to look that up because I'm more mature now, but I appreciate it.
We're all paying attention to you.
Read the one below it, Sturdy. The Matt Talk one with one lawyer, one PI, one judge, 2 cups.
Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. I got to keep talking about 2 girls, 1 cup every episode now.
Oh, I the reason I pulled my phone out is because I screenshot that to send to John, my Matt Talk co-host.
No, you see, you want to double. You want. I think for that you may want more cups because you're gonna get too much of an overflow. You're gonna get too much of an overflow. You're gonna. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Paul, I appreciate you coming in here. No apologies needed.
How about 5 cups, 5 dudes, 1 grail?
Ooh, see, now you make it biblical.
Oh, what are we doing with that? Are we shitting in it? Are we pissing in it?
Well, we know what Chris is doing with it.
Oh,
that's all I'm saying. God. Don't hit a guy with glasses.
That won't stop me.
He has glasses too. Put his on. Oh, that's funny. Oh shit. But,
gives no meaning to when you're saying Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Dive into the early ratings. I'm gonna start off with you, Jason, because you've been very vocal today.
Okay, well, there's the credits. That was pretty good. The last 3 minutes was pretty good. So I'm gonna give it a 3.
Which one says
for Manhattan?
Yeah.
This guy.
Solely because of the credits. They were fantastic.
Scream.
Hey everybody. 8 has a special place in my heart. Jason takes a boat. And then Toronto for some reason. But I love it. It's goofy. It still holds on to maintains the conventions and the tropes this movie deserves, and I'll talk about it more in depth. But I'm stalling to figure out my ranking. My ranking for this, I'd probably give it a 5.5.
Not bad, not bad.
Well, this is one of those special movies that I fell in love with because it's everything about the 80s that I love. There's a lot of amount of cocaine. There's some rock and roll. There's an amazing banging intros. And you have to absolutely admire the fact that they just keep killing in the most enjoyable ways. The head punch alone for me puts this at a 6.
Oh, yeah, that's what got it to a 3 was the head punch. I forgot about the head punch.
Best shot, motherfucker.
That's hilarious. I'm more in the line with Mick. I'm kind of in between Mick and Jason, yeah. But for the longest time, I always remembered that this one, for some reason, irritated the hell out of me. 4.5.
Not bad, not bad.
Sturdy's gonna give it a 10.
So with this one, it does have like
a fucking 10.
And all that. And it's one of the ones that it's one of the other ones, honestly, that was like on the USA Network all the fucking time when Friday the 13th was around. This was one they showed a fuck ton.
That's how bad it is.
It's one of my favorites, but I do enjoy it. It is fun, and you know, you always got the cool kills and all that shit. So I'm gonna give it a 5.5.
Daniel.
+5, and it's a 10.5. It's fucking Sturdy gives these movies like
stamp of approval.
Now, these last
3
are my lowest 3 for the franchise.
You know what? I'm using the Sir Sturdy scale. We're gonna go -3 on this one.
Strong.
Doing?
I forgot about the negative. I forgot about the negative.
I'm sorry. Are you forgetting what came next? Like,
yeah, seriously. This as the lead-in made it better because I watched these in order of 8, 9, 10. This actually was decent, and then as it goes, it's far worse.
At least not tried something though. Like
If
Mick
you
was
went to
saying
the
with Freddy
collection,
vs. Jason, at least 9 tried to be different.
that's you can literally go to that DVD or Blu-ray out of the collection, smush them together, and you'll have the better experience.
I mean, this was really all around better. They had better kills. The learning about the dangers of the third rail on the subway. This was a very helpful and insightful movie, and especially seeing what New York City was like in the 80s. That's what it was like. There's a lot of slime. There's no real water.
Listen, I'm not saying that that's not what it's like, but they certainly dressed up Toronto very closely.
Yeah, they did. They did. And especially the whole scene between the head punching off scene and Jason just staring around Times Square. Those 2 scenes alone made this entire movie worth it.
Everybody stares off into Times Square their first time.
That's what I'm saying. He does exactly what we all did.
He's like, oh, shit.
Kane Hodder and I were simpatico in that moment.
Yeah. Me too. I grew up there.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I love when he looked up at the mask. What the fuck? Like, am I that popular out here too? Shit.
I feel like this movie was kind of way too long because it's on a goddamn boat. So all that shit can happen.
You're only mad because all of like the bad guys in New York City were white kids.
In the 80s with that. Yep.
And even those gutter punks who they saw his face and they ran away. So they're not even tough guys.
Not at all.
Get some chains.
I mean, what would you do in that situation, though? He comes, kicks your stereo, turns around, you see that ugly ass face. I'm running too. Fuck that.
Yeah, no, valid. And then it gets hit even worse with that toxic waste, which was brilliant. The fact that there's that much toxic waste under New York City. I mean, obviously.
I might be with Chris on this one now. I might be convinced. I think I'm going over. This movie sucks.
After our discussion the other day, I thought you would love it because you were all about the 80s New York City. That's what you said you missed.
That's what I do. But like, I love Chud for that reason. I love Basket Case because it's in New York City. It's the real gritty. This is like cleaned up pretty grit of New York City. And plus, it's 1989. It wasn't yesterday much like that.
You just told me yesterday you call yourself McManhattan because of this movie.
Yeah, I do. I love it. But I hate it. And now I don't know what to think. It's definitely not the worst out of these 3. No,
it's not. It's not. And it's not nowhere near the best in the franchise. But it's just like,
why am I all the way up here? Put Chris up here and put Jason up here. I'm like a fucking newbie.
Oh, it's so bad. So there's everything that you guys said you didn't like about the Freddy vs. Jason. I'm sorry I keep going back to that, but it's in this group of movies. Like I get it that it doesn't belong with the other ones in the conversation, but this movie has everything that was bad about that. So I don't understand why everybody likes this movie. Like the dialogue made no sense. Who are they the last of? True. Like I'm still on that. I want to know who they're the last of. They just dropped that and they kept going. Like this movie, this franchise up until this point, even 7, because I remember I said I didn't like 7. I love 7. The franchise up to this point, consistently the writing has been pretty consistent with what they're doing. And this one, there's a lot of stuff that just it doesn't need to be there.
Sorry, we were doing sign language.
They were.
Not the good one. Not like the real ASL. Like we're doing our own sign language.
We know everybody, like, we knew what that meant.
We figured it out. We were all on the same page.
And why did Jason?
I think it was more for us.
Why does he what?
Why did he turn into a kid at the end?
Because he was always a kid at heart, Jason.
No, I gotta go with Jason on this.
This shows us that if you surround yourself with toxic waste and New York City, you'll remember the child within.
Now, see, I think this. In my opinion, this is the worst of the 3, and I'll tell why I think it is. But why is he a kid at the end? Like I don't understand.
I'm about to explain it. The best. Have you ever heard of the Fountain of Youth, Jason?
Huh?
Have you ever heard of the Fountain of Youth? Boom.
Toxic
in the sewer in New York City.
No wonder New Jersey. No, it's not.
Oh, here we go with that again. You're not gonna defend Jersey, Mick?
No. Because what's the point? Nobody's gonna listen to me anyway.
Well, I mean, it's fine. You can try.
It was fun. I went to.
It's hard to. How do no? Because first of all, one of you's been with me to New Jersey, and I know where that's going. The other 2 are from New York, so I know where that's going. And Jason's kind.
nothing.
Lately, he's been hating on things that he usually loves. So I don't know where he is.
As an upstate New Yorker, I don't understand the New York City and New Jersey shit. Nothing. I, don't know
I
nothing
get
about
it. I get it. Jersey needs to stop pretending it's New York because it's not.
New York needs to stop pretending it's Jersey.
Fuck, Staten Island needs to stop pretending it's New York. But so I get the bridge and tunnel jokes and stuff like that. But fuck it, I don't care.
A lot of cool things came out of Jersey. I mean, with the exception of the shore, I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff from Jersey.
Yeah.
Tom
Cruise came out of fucking Jersey, and I just found out today he ruined the dark universe. So fuck it.
Martha Stewart came out from New Jersey, so that was cool.
Sure.
The boss, right? Springsteen.
Yep, the boss.
What the hell
Bon
is happening
Jovi.
here? What is happening here? Why are you guys defending Jersey?
Because it's
No, I'm saying have gotten away from New Jersey.
That's true.
I don't understand jug handles. I don't understand left exits. And why does it smell like that? That's all I want to know. Why does it smell like that?
Because we're next to Staten Island. I'm still mad that everybody's like Jersey's a landfill. Staten Island's the landfill.
Diamond Dallas
Island
Page
is,
came out of
yes.
Jersey.
Like, you can see it from the wall. Like, you can see that it's
fuck with.
Staten Island.
that.
What's
That's
up,
In the
Brad?
80s, the easiest
Not just
girls
the
were
80s.
all from Jersey. It's not just the 80s.
Girls just want to have fun. They want cars and money. Sorry.
Diamond
Nice.
Dallas Page is from there. Ooh, I like
Yep. Redman's from there. Just got to throw that out there for a little hip hop.
That's
Oh,
trouble.
yeah, he was not too far away from me.
Joe Pesci.
Sure.
Joe Pesci's not too far away from where he's from. Joe Pesci got his start as like a manager for the Four Tops, I think. No, Four Seasons. Four Seasons.
Yeah.
Right.
4 seasons.
Yeah.
4 of them.
Yes, he did.
Woo!
And this is a horror podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
You get all kinds of information from this podcast. It's very beneficial, so tell your friends.
Well, it's better than what we're talking about.
I'm just thinking about zombie rock stars and like Bruce Springsteen as a zombie kisses zombies.
Well, I mean, that's him right now.
Wow.
Hey, he hosts a podcast with Obama. Shut up.
It's a great one. He does a real good job.
Tired of all these celebrities taking my job.
Me too. It's bullshit.
Oh my God, can we start that narrative?
Did we just fix
Yeah.
Jason Nate?
How many
No, it's
times?
New narrative.
How many times have fucking white people said we got to stop these immigrants from taking our jobs?
Oh God.
And it's just allowed. Now let's change it for podcasters.
Mhm.
Let's not change. Yeah, let's change the negative part of that, but turn it into this. Fuck celebrities. Give us back our jobs.
Yeah, come on, Rosenbaum.
You
Try to
had
make a
no.
living.
You had no interest until everything started getting popular. Go
Until
away.
2020.
We don't want
Yeah.
you.
Nah. And if you want to start your own podcast, do it under a different name, do it under a different voice, or people can't see you or know who you are, so you have to build up like we had to. You just show your damn face, and boom, you got your fans there.
Fucking
You
nepo
just be sitting
baby.
there. Yep,
Bullshit.
Eh.
that's bullshit.
Mama Hollywood taking care of them.
Sucking on that teeth.
Bullshit.
It is.
Shit.
Hulu has live sports.
They took her jibs.
Commercial came on.
So yeah, give us back our podcast.
I see a new shirt at snobsmerch.com coming along. Stop
Oh,
this
there you
way.
go.
Give us back our
What
podcast.
that says, skip Friday 8. Yeah, I get you.
I
I'm
see
a
our
Friday-
audience
Friday-
can tell none of us want to talk about these movies.
Act like Friday 8 doesn't exist. Talk about anything else. It's
I
fine.
mean,
No one
honestly,
will
because
notice.
Friday the 13th 8, the best, most understanding, and greatest character in this whole thing was the dog.
Right?
Toby was the highlight. He did the smartest thing by running away. Every time he noticed something was off, he was out. And always came
Exactly.
back when he's like, is the coast clear? Nope. Deuces. And gone.
See? You notice how that dog was mixed too. He was black and white. So the white senses wanted him to stay. That the black was like, "Nah, we can't do this." The black
I
people.
thought I was
stayed.
invited to the cookouts. Now all of a sudden I'm the butt of the joke.
Hey, that's what
Well, at
happens.
least
at
now
the
we're
cookout.
at least
Everybody
not
gets
cooking
to
your
do
butt.
That's true. That happens in Texas.
All right, so
Stay out of
Jason
there.
goes to hell.
Yeah, moving on to the next one.
Well, we know
Part
it's getting late when Jason moves us along.
He's old. He's old.
Dude, the first
What was your
episode
favorite-
we were
All right,
supposed to start
Jason.
at 8. We started at like 8:20, and the whole
What
time
was
Jason's
your,
like, stop talking about frivolous shit. and let's
everything
talk
else?
about the movies."
Yep. He gets like this sometimes. What was your favorite part of Jason Jason Takes Manhattan? The credits don't count.
The head getting knocked off the guy. That was the only part of the movie I liked.
Yes.
You didn't like the guitar?
I mean, it's fine. It's all fine.
This guy.
I mean, the script was amazing, Jason. I'm surprised you didn't like Julius's banger of a line when they say, "What are you gonna take?" And he says, "Nothing, but this gun."
I did. My favorite part of this movie is that there is a small clip on TikTok that says, when you find out it's November 1st and it shows Jason kicking the newsstand, that is the best part of this movie.
Yeah, two best parts. Two best parts.
I argue that the best part of this movie, as much as the knocking the head off thing is cool, and I have very fond memories of my brother coming home from the movie theater and telling me about it. But my favorite part is the punk in Times Square part. The actual New York City part.
Yeah.
Is my favorite part when he just kicks the goddamn. I think that was Kane Hodder just like, I'm gonna do it. I don't care.
No, I agree
That's
with
what they
you.
say.
Like the last 5 minutes that's actually in New York is not bad. Until it becomes Jason Baby floating in a thing of like.
Yeah, I don't know what they think sewers look like in New York City, but they don't look like gigantic government hallways.
No, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it is. Those weird underground tunnels that they used during Prohibition.
But again, that was the fountain of youth. That's what you guys keep missing out. You don't know how that looks. You've never been there. You gotta go find it, Mick.
All of this stuff that's underground in New York City is why the entire city is like collapsing in on itself.
And I already know
also,
apparently slime under the ground in New York City. There was no slime.
Those
whole
vaulted
society.
ceilings, those vaulted tunnels, those are even more ridiculous.
They have a whole society underground in New York City.
Legit, man. It's like the Morlocks are down there.
Nope.
And alligators.
Taco Bell's left.
Wow.
They need to get up there and go to a Dwayne Reed. Get some flashlights.
There you
Is
go.
Dwayne Reed even still a thing?
Is it? I don't know. I've been in
know.
New York City in fucking forever. I live in Virginia now.
I don't know. No clue.
I don't know. I was like, well, okay, they need to go get some hot dogs from Gray's Papaya. All right, now I know I'm talking to somebody who doesn't know just as much as I don't know.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
I know, I love it.
Daniel,
We all came prepared in this one.
You put that out in the universe, Daniel, but I'm not even joking. I'd love them to make a comic book about that. That'd be
this
amazing.
right here. You know how hilarious and weird but funny that would be and fun. And here's how they bring Jason back. They got a little bit more of that ooze. Boom, super Jason.
So now
mean,
we
he
have
already got
Deadite
ooze.
Jason.
Huh?
We have Deadite Jason and mutant Deadite Jason. He's unstoppable.
Well, that's why you have to give the ooze to Casey, and that's the whole problem. Is Casey Jones has to go through this moment of like struggling with, should I do this? Is it the right thing? And so he does, and then it's just brutal, and he turns into Jason. He eats the terrible worm from that awful movie we have to talk about next.
Oh my god! Do you mean the rape worm?
Yeah, the rape worm, the uncomfortable thing that everyone screams about, and I don't understand. Some people just stare at it too long. The other one grows like 10 times. It's growing out of his neck. It's very confusing.
That the fucking filmmakers didn't even tell Erin Gray was gonna happen.
Yeah. Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, they never told her. She saw it in the movie.
Whoa, that's ridiculous and terrifying. What?
Well, it wasn't because it wasn't her when it.
Well, yeah, of course, when it goes up the
Went
downstairs.
Mask first mask. Part 8. That's it. I hate the fucking metal mask from Jason X. I hate this fucking embedded mask and grotesque fucking overgrown head. And
we'll get there.
Oh, he's hurt. He's hurting.
Oh no, buddy. Stay with me, buddy. It's okay. Deep breath.
Elizabeth.
Oh my god.
Put your hands up. It's okay. Breathe.
Thank
There
you.
you go. There you go.
Oh man.
Yeah, just
Jason's
thank God
like,
we're done with
"Get to
Slimy
9."
Jason.
It's 8:30.
Slimy Jason is done.
Casey
I just want to
Jones
get back
versus
to the. I just want to get through the movie so we can get back to the banter. That's more fun.
What's up, Andrew?
Jones versus Jason. I'd
Yeah,
watch that
no, I'm
too.
down.
I'd watch
Yeah.
Casey Jones get his ass kicked.
100%.
More than
And
that,
that-
he get killed. And then
He's
Shredder
not-
is going to try to hire Jason to kill the turtles, but Shredder's going to get killed too. He's just going to kill
All right.
everything.
Can we pivot for a second in the Ninja Turtles? Here's the deal. What the fuck is Casey Jones doing? How is nobody, Splinter or any of the turtles who are ninjutsu trained, say to Casey, dude, you're carrying a hockey stick. Calm down. Like,
Because he's a brawler and they're terrified by his gruff attitude
The fact-
and his no nonsense demeanor.
that's why they made him babysit in the third one.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Clearly
Holy
nailed
shit.
the character with that.
Holy shit. I forgot all about that.
Him beating Raph in that first one pisses me off so fucking much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because-
that fight
no
shouldn't even
chance.
been close. That
No.
fight shouldn't even been close. He should. Nah. I love that fucking movie though. That's
Oh, yeah.
another podcast.
That's a
though.
great flick.
Love that fucking movie. Oh my god, it's such a good movie.
That should be the next
that?
ones you do.
What's that?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, actually, you know what?
You know?
Turtles 1 and 2 is gonna be my Popcorn and Pines birthday picks.
Oh, nice. Why does
Boom.
everybody give 3 such a hard time? Like, I enjoy it. I have a good time with it no matter what. And I'm like, I still don't get it. I still don't get why
It
people
wasn't as
are
good
like,
as the first two
trash.
though.
Can
It
I
wasn't
throw
as
out
good.
an idea for Popcorn and Pints?
Huh?
Could I throw out an idea for Popcorn and Pints for that one? Would
What,
you want to
Turtle?
go with 1 and 2, or would you want to go with 1 and the new one?
Just make sure you send it to the right group chat.
Oh, one.
By Daniel.
No, that
Thank
group
you,
chat to
Daniel.
the right person. You mean? Appreciate you popping by, Daniel. Have a great one.
Yeah, take care, man.
Stay away from those cups.
Get out to Map Talk.
Run while you can.
But what were you saying, Mick?
Doing the first Ninja Turtles versus this newest one.
The Michael Bay ones. Yeah, Andrew.
No. The most latest one.
The animated.
animated one that just came out, which was
Oh.
phenomenal, by the way.
Yeah, the animated one, absolutely. I think that wins hands down. I think you have to compare it to the latest live action one with Megan Fox.
I like
No.
Out of the Shadows a lot, actually. Turtles Out of the Shadows.
Did you?
Yeah,
Really?
it's the animated series as a movie. 1000% the animated. Go back and watch the animated series. Like 1000%. I love that
No.
movie. I don't understand why people
It
don't
had
like that.
familiar things. The second one
Oh.
did, not the
I
first
love
one.
the second one. No, not the first one's awful. The
Okay,
second
okay,
one,
yeah,
I like
all
the
right.
second one.
See, the
I
original
like Steve
two. are just-
Marmel as Casey. Yeah.
I hated him as Casey Jones. I hate
Right.
Arrow, cool. Casey Jones, absolutely not. You need to be rugged and just more. Stop putting pretty people in tough roles. It's bullshit.
No more
many
Channing
times-
Tatum being a general. We're
How
over
many
it.
times has a pretty person stepped in front of a punch for you? Never. But them ugly motherfuckers will take a punch for you.
I love this.
Let's
I like
be
talking about people. I like talking
Let's
about
be
other movies
realistic
with
with that
people with
shit.
hockey masks. Let's do that.
I've taken punches from people. I mean, I'm ugly, but I'm not that ugly.
I'm not going. I'm talking
No,
about
you're
these
not
movies.
ugly at all. And don't you
You're
say
not.
that.
Dude,
Hmm.
Turtles Forever was awesome. And Jim,
Yeah.
it's an animated movie. It was kind of like their multiverse movie where it brought on the
Yes, I
original
saw
Turtles
that
from
one.
the
That was
comic book.
really fucking good.
That was awesome.
Is that the one where Raph and Leo finally fought?
No,
it's-
that was the
Okay, that was the
TMNT movie, the animated.
They-
Gotcha.
they team up the 80s cartoon turtles, comic book turtles, and the comic book turtles are just so angry and annoyed with everything the 80s turtles are doing. It's fantastic.
Oh, I'm off on another one. I'm on the Netflix Ninja Turtle show, where he's got like the red bandana that goes over and stuff like that. That is the best. Well, this new movie is really fucking good. That was like the best version of the cartoon.
I didn't know that. I gotta
I need
check
to
out
watch
some
that one.
It's so good. They have mystical powers in it. When I first heard it, and everybody was fucking lambasting it, saying like, "No, it's terrible because they're changing it up. They're getting different weapons and stuff." I was like, "No, that sucks. I don't want to watch that." I watched it with my kids. Phenomenal, all the way through. Phenomenal.
That's interesting.
All right, I'm clearly better than watching any of these Friday the 13th.
And that's why we're talking about
Clearly, you're talking about that more than we're talking about
I
our.
was gonna say it's earned it.
So let's do a quick roundtable of part 9, which I'll kick it off. I gave it a, I'm gonna jump that down to a 3.
It's actually really cool.
I didn't even get the words out before I said it.
Part 1, part 9, fucking A.
Fuck.
Part 9, I gave 8 and 3. I'm gonna give a 4. I'll explain myself in a minute.
Part 9, you gave a what?
A 4.
Wow.
1 notch higher.
I'm a 1, straight up 1.
Jason goes to hell?
Yeah.
What'd you give it, Chris?
If you give this a fucking 10, I'm walking. I'm walking out of here.
A 7?
I'm out.
What?
Oh, dude, no, it's not a 7. Chris.
Oh, buddy, this is a 2 at best, and that 2 was earned.
No, I'm giving it a 4.
Only because it had such a long title with 2 subtitles. That's why it earned a 2, because it made me say things twice. It's just a glorious piece of trash.
Jason,
I mean, they use yes.
So why did I give it
about this is awful. It's literally a
First of all, how dare you? You apologize right now.
I will not.
Dude, Chris, that's why I love you, man. And just same as me, we like what you like. The reason I give this a 4 is because this movie has some good ideas in it. Unlike
that's not why you love me.
The idea of diving into Jason's past is kind of a cool thing to dive into the Voorhees. They just didn't do it right. They should have dived into more into Elias and Pamela, but I kind of like where their head was at. I like the opening sequence. Finally blowing Jason up is fantastic. I don't like the worm thing. That's why it's so low. But this movie did have ideas. It had ideas that I think with the right writers could have made this better.
Jason Voorhees
had a lot of ideas. Big dreams.
Had ambitions.
This right here is why they didn't do anything new with first Jason. It's because they did something new with this and it failed.
Why didn't they
I enjoyed this.
What's that?
This was
I enjoyed this back in the day. I enjoyed it now.
All right, you know what? I'll give it a 2. I'll change it to 2, but I'll change it to 2 because of all of the references to Evil Dead.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah, there's a.
It gets another point for that. You know what doesn't get a point for? The mystery sister now we have. And niece and grand niece or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Scooter playing who's the hero of the movie, and Creighton Duke is barely freaking in it.
Right,
and where does Creighton Duke, one of the greatest characters in Friday the 13th history? All right, I'll give it a 3 for Creighton Duke. But
Leslie Jordan was in this.
No, hold on. One of the greatest characters in fucking movie history. We have our Loomis for Jason now. They've tried before and we finally have it. And he's barely in the movie. There's never explained what the fuck he's going after Jason for, which he didn't even do. He's not even an effective bounty hunter and he didn't get him.
Nope.
If that was his team that finally killed Jason, it would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was trying to get the worm and it got away or whatever.
But he's like the crappier version of John Wick 4, the guy who followed him, who was following him the whole time with the dog.
Oh,
he's just a tracker. He doesn't actually get him. He just sees him. He's like, there he is.
Duke, the Necronomicon, and the Voorhees. Like, I think if you wanted to dive into Jason's family, put a backstory on there. Go back to Pam and Elias. Let the Necronomicon be kind of how Jason eventually came back through a relative. His mom's death is what catalyzed him to come back to life. You can use that. Like, all of that works. This movie doesn't. Like, the ideas in this movie, like mix that with the Necronomicon, it would have been more fun to explore. And Duke, 100% agree. Great character, should have been explored more. And Leslie Jordan was in this movie, and I loved it when he was trying to do a deeper voice. And it was, I love that man. That's all the reasons I got a 4. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
You must be having a really bad year then, because fucking actors you like are going out in style.
Left and right.
Stop liking actors, Jason.
Seriously, right? This one does have a fantastic line that I think we really can't skip over.
Oh, is it? Can I guess?
Please do. Please guess.
Is it? Don't think, Axel. It makes my dick itch.
Oh my god, dude, so close.
The greatest line in history.
This one got me for, you think you're ready for Tony the Wonder Llama?
Dexter versus Jason.
For no reason, calls himself the Wonder Llama while about to engage in coitus. Awesome.
Coitus.
Awesome. A good amount of boobs in this one.
That's very
always
true.
strong.
And
Mick shows some
gets a what from Sturdy?
Wait, what?
What did you give this?
Me? A 3.
Yeah. And that's all it gets, even with the boobage?
Titties don't make everything, though.
What the fuck was up with
Go
that
back and
open
watch Roadhouse. She's in it. And I'm going to say for everybody watching here, that actor in the beginning, the woman who's in the towel, is the same woman who's the blonde in Roadhouse who's dating the bad guy. That's pretty cool fact I found out.
It is. And this is also 1993, so it's a lot more implied boobs as opposed to the 80s when it was just straight many boobs.
That's
So
true.
the opening sequence, why did she take a shower? Somebody asked that in our group chat today, and I think I have an answer. It's not going to be a great answer, but I think I have one.
Don't steal mine that I put in the group chat.
All of the reasons Jason killed people was for sinning, right? So she got naked and got in the shower hoping to lure him out. That's the only thing I can think of, because why else would an FBI
Hold up.
agent
Jason's not a pastor. He's not Jesus. He killed people because they went to the damn camp. He killed people because they went to the camp. You stay away from the camp.
But it was still the sin factor. He killed people that quote unquote sin, drugs and drinking. I mean, that's what.
No, see, I think that was added. So like we know that, like the fucking Randy from Scream pushing it out. We know it as fans. And I don't think that's what it is. Like to me, Jason was always just like, I'm just gonna kill everybody I can around this fucking lake.
That might be true, but everybody he killed had that element to them.
Yeah, but no, that's not true. Not everyone he killed. In part 6, the 2 in the car, they weren't doing anything.
That's true. They weren't smoking doobies.
No, that was the future president of the United States in whatever the fuck show that was with Kerry Washington. Scandal.
Yeah.
So he couldn't smoke the doobies, or he would have never been elected.
No jazz lettuce for that guy.
Okay, well then see, there's no reason for an FBI agent to be naked.
That I agree with. That one I agree with.
I disagree with that. I think there's always a reason for an FBI
shower at some point if she's undercover.
Exactly. And
the first thing you do when you get there, like you're expecting Jason. Clearly, they're expecting Jason. Now, granted, they could be like, dude, you might have to camp out here all weekend, all week. We don't know yet. I get that. I'm cool with it. My biggest issue is you're there. You're bait. What are you doing?
Summoning Jason, apparently.
You're being watched. You know,
I'm doing the one thing. Like, it doesn't make sense why I just took my shirt off. That's what I'm saying.
That's true.
That was way more than implied boob, too.
But
it makes no sense.
It makes plenty of sense. It could have been that time of the month, and she had to clean up.
It doesn't matter. You're working. You're on the clock.
I take it as like she's been living at the house and they've been waiting for Jason to finally come. And this was the night he finally showed up.
And
Not
so
like, they knew he was coming back tonight.
There's too much bullshit. Fucking, I hate this.
It's unhealthy to leave a tampon in for too long. It was at that time. She had to get it out there.
I don't go to your wife right now and just be like, do you take a shower after every time you change?
No, she doesn't. I already know
exactly. That. She wasn't doing that. She was gonna take a shower. She was like, Jason might want to see right now. Me take a shower. No, that was the audience.
She had diarrhea and shit on herself.
Stupid.
You got to think of these things. You got to think outside the box.
No,
think
man,
outside the box. You got to run.
One girl, one cup, one Jason.
Well, no, one girl, one pad. She only had one pad. That's why she had to shower.
Me.
Oh my God! Then she'd clean the pad. She wouldn't take a shower.
Jason, you can't clean those pads.
You can't clean those.
What's taking a shower going to do?
No,
it's going to at least clean her up. I mean, she ended up getting killed. But
what are we doing right now?
Apparently having some really weird discussions.
We're talking about a fucking period. She was on her fucking period.
Nick,
or she was. I don't care. It didn't play into it. She was taking a shower because of her period. Why would she take a shower because of her period? If she was there for.
All right, so if they're at this point, they've had this many things come through. They've had this many reports. Shit. They know how he kills. They know when Jason shows up, so they presume get naked. Maybe that get yourself in the mood. Who knows what she's doing in the shower? As soon as she steps her foot in, though, all of a sudden the lights go out, so we know that it started.
Oh,
Jason X, guys. What about that?
So, I mean, to be bait, you got to be bait, right? Look good, smell good, taste good. So she probably stank.
Oh my God!
I
Don't. Why are you
still don't understand what was
rationalizing
so
the
wrong with this
movie?
movie.
Sturdy,
You said
maybe
bait.
they're like, maybe Jason's like a bear and he's attracted to the menstruation.
Boom. That's why she showered.
You
See,
can
Casey
smell
knows
the
she's in the
blood.
woods. Oh my God!
You
Look
can
at this.
smell the clot forming, and then he just comes for you. He's like the guy from Jeepers Creepers.
Dude.
Instead of smelling fear, he smells menstruation.
Oh, that's right. This is a
Jason.
callback to part 2 when Paul says, "Remember, ladies, if you're on your period, bears can smell it, so be careful." So
Boom.
now Jason heard that in part 2, and he's been roaming around under the, smelling for blood, and that's what happens.
Exactly. And now he's like a shark too, because he's from the water, so he can also sense the blood on his skin.
Every woman in the franchise has been on their period while Jason's attacking. Friday the 13th is a notorious period day.
That's what it's about.
Cycle's late.
And it's what it does is it teaches people about cleanliness down there, cleaning and taking care of those tampons and all that other.
Beware those bloody days.
And the guys just got in the way and didn't wash their nuts.
I can't leave again because that was for effect last time.
Our whole audience is left. The whole audience is gone.
Not true. Not true.
Oh, Chapman's here.
Boom.
You slayers getting blood.
It's raining blood.
Oh boy.
Nice.
I'm just saying, guys. We're just throwing some ideas out there. This is why you tell women to swim in the ocean on their period, because of sharks. Lakes because of Jason. Boom.
Yep.
Mick.
Clearly.
It's solved, Mick. You're welcome.
And obviously, if he gets near you, we know that he's going to do that chop through you that they love to repeat time and time again of cutting people nearly in half through the collarbone.
I don't know.
That was so
one of the best in the
overused.
series. I'm telling you.
Why am I so fucking upset about this?
Y'all
We're
are
about to talk
bugging.
about Jason in fucking space.
Mick, you want to go?
We're about to
we're about to go. Literally, you're complaining about Jason Goes to Hell. Yet we look at where we're going next.
I like the next one.
I did too a lot. Well, not
better.
a lot.
Not a lot, but it's better. It sort of gives
Way
it
better.
It's the best out of all the horror icons going to space movies.
Yes. Beats
And there's a lot of them.
Oh my God, Casey.
Leprechaun's been to space. Hellraiser's been to space.
Really?
Hellraiser in space sucks, and they're in space. They literally live in a dimension in space, and somehow they screwed that one up. How?
Holy shit.
The quake in his voice.
Amityville.
I mean, come on.
That's right, folks. The house went to space.
Everything goes there.
It's a
Better
true
than puzzle
movie.
boxes.
It exists.
Freddy's
Lord
next movie
have
has to be in
mercy.
space. If
You
Freddy comes out
have
with another movie, he has to go to space.
Amityville in space. You have Dracula 3000.
Yeah.
You have the Cloverfield Paradox. Critters 4.
I'm gonna have to
Leprechaun
just
4.
make a wheel of just
Fast and
horror
Furious
space
9.
movies.
Hellraiser, Bloodline, Invasion of the Astro Monster, which you should always check out. Those are a good one. Predators was technically not in space, but they went to another planet.
I won't count Alien and Predator though, because that's too. But just the ones that don't really belong in space.
No, that's what I mean. I wasn't. No. Predators, because the humans are.
Gotcha.
But I get what you're saying, but it isn't normally that they are in space.
I want both House in space, and I think, Mick, we need a Phantasm in space. I
Yes,
want to see the tall man.
I want Amityville Horror versus House in space.
Yes!
Candyman in space.
There you
I
go.
would, over Masters of the Universe, I would take anything in space.
Chucky in space.
Still
in
one of the
space.
all-time greatest movies ever.
Chucky
in
is the
space.
one that makes the most sense to be in space.
Yeah. A doll that gets passed down time to time. Absolutely, it makes sense. It can be immortal.
And you know what? Like, we're going into space. Let's take things from Earth's past that we might remember. Boom. Chucky gets taken and is killing everybody in space.
Yep.
And it makes more sense than a fucking leprechaun in space.
Chucky
That
is
more
a
sense
house
than
in the house.
Jason.
Tell me how you
Who
feel.
are they
Tell me how you
saving?
feel, Mick.
Leprechaun in space. I got to go back to my episode of that because
I've never seen Leprechaun in
told
space.
this-
I skipped it.
I've told this story before and I'm going to tell it again. I remember it was me and James getting ready to spin the wheel and I seen Leprechaun in space was coming up. I was so fucking excited. And then I watched it Yeah.
You want to hear a story about Leprechaun in space and critters in space?
I was so fucking disappointed because it was like cheesy and corny, but not in a good way at all. It just fucking sucked. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is how do you take away all the good stuff from Leprechaun and not take that to space?
All right.
Like take all the good. You didn't even take that to space with them. You left it on Earth.
They
What
made
the
it
fuck?
work in the hood, but they couldn't take it to
Exactly. Oh my
space.
God. Leprechaun
All
in
right.
space in the hood would have been hilarious.
I got a story for you. All right. So Leonardo DiCaprio, right, was in
Departed?
Critters 3. Critters 3.
Yeah.
And I remember when they announced Critters 4 and being in space. And that was like the first time I was privy to a movie taking place in space. I didn't see it though, Critters 4. Right? And I got it mixed up. He was actually in 3, but I got it mixed up that Leonardo DiCaprio was in 4, right? So when I went to go to the video store to rent the movie, I saw they're both like right next to each other. Critters 4, which takes place in space, and Leprechaun 4, which takes place in space. And I was choosing one to take home. Can you guess which one and why?
Critters 4, because you were hoping it was Leo DiCaprio after you just seen him in Titanic and couldn't wait to watch him die.
It was 1996. He wasn't there yet.
I'm gonna say Leprechaun. Leprechaun 4.
Leprechaun 4 because it had Debbie Dunning in it, and I was like, "Oh, maybe she'll be naked." Debbie Dunning was the second Tool Time girl on Home Improvement.
Yep.
I haven't seen Critters 4 since it came out. Since I rented it when it came out, I have the set here. I always stop at 3. I remember liking it, but I was 6. So I mean, the Critters makes the most sense because they're from space.
That's true. That is true.
That is
Sorry.
yeah.
But I love that you have the whole set and you're like, yeah, but I always stop at 3.
I do, man. It's cheaper to buy the set than to buy the first 3.
That is true. But you gotta watch 4. You gotta watch 4. Matter of fact,
I mean, if I can suffer through these, I can suffer through 4, I'm sure.
Leprechaun 4. You'll be all right.
I mean, there's nothing better than going from Critters straight into Band of Brothers and just watching Scott Grimes grow.
Oh, Sturdy. There's another one, man. Ghoulies versus Critters.
Ghoulie.
So, can I ask you guys a question about Nightmare on Elm Street versus Friday the 13th? Kind of bring it back. Do you think? I know I'm of the opinion that these movies, because of their popularity, and like I said, I think these are the two most influential horror characters, and their franchises have influenced more horror movies than I think anybody else, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's just personal opinion. But I also think that these movies, because they were so staggered going back and forth with each other, and there was always sort of that competition of horror genres, franchises, or whatever, I always felt like they were influencing each other as they went. Like, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. So like when Freddy's Dead happened, I feel like that was a direct, because the 90s wasn't doing well with horror, it wasn't amping up. And I think Freddy's Dead made a good amount of money because it was the last one, technically. So I think that's what influenced this to happen. Yeah, it just, for me though, I think that I don't think that should have ever happened because I think adding to those titles is why we got the dog shit written one where there's a worm instead of actual Jason running around.
Yeah.
So I still go back and blame Freddy for this.
Well, because of just the glove running around and basically how it takes over and takes on the power from New Nightmare. Is that what your correlation is, bro?
What?
It was like
Jason sent a message. Jason sent a message in the private chat, and as you were talking, I started reading it.
Okay.
And I, as soon as I finished it, you're like, "Is that what you were thinking?" I'm like, "Yeah, no, I have no idea what you just said." And there was no out. There was no out for me to be
There's
like,
no escape.
Good point.
Oh man. That's what it's like.
Oh, I love it.
Too, man.
What was your question?
I was just saying, because you're comparing it to the glove in New Nightmare. You're saying like how that came to life and was part of the Freddy continuation versus a slug inside of them that gets to like goes through any orifice, apparently.
I meant Freddy's Dead because that was like their final one.
Okay.
Like they were killing off Freddy. That franchise was done until New Nightmare. But so like I think when they put this emphasis, and they were ones that really kind of influenced this and happening in horror and other things too, was ending the franchise with those like Freddy's Dead or Final Friday or whatever. So like to me, it was like they were influencing each other, and like it was just. But before that, even the movie seemed like to go even more outrageous with every death and stuff like that. It felt like they were influencing each other in that way too.
And they stole the line of has to be the same DNA to kill each other. That's also borrowed.
Yeah, true.
I feel like it's borrowed from franchise to franchise, to movie to movie.
I mean, Halloween does that. Most of them do that.
It's so overused, and I wonder. I can't even think of a movie where it was like used well and used. I mean, I guess you could say the first 2 Halloween movies, as far as him going after her and all that. But I mean, as far as like you need to be a family member to destroy this person or this being or whatever, I'm like, it's a little much. And then Jason fucking has a sister out of nowhere. Where the fuck did she come from?
Yeah.
His mother was dead. Did he have? Is his sister older? She's clearly younger.
She was taken by the state many years ago, apparently. Like, let's go with that.
Hey, no, his dad had to be his dad.
Yeah, half sister, right? Maybe.
Yep.
Elias is out there fucking.
Elias is out there getting it on.
You mean Nick Cage as Elias is fucking? Absolutely.
No,
yes,
absolutely not.
Yeah, oh my God.
Hope they add him. I hope they add him. I hope Nick Cage becomes a part of Friday the 13th lore, because you will 1000% watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
And there's no way you're going below a 5 with the Friday the 13th.
Because if you have Nick Cage in there being like, my God,
this
where's
doesn't
my
count.
son?
This is the final Friday.
Jason Voorhees.
Where's
my son? Where's my slugworm boy?
No, I couldn't.
Listen, Sturdy's gonna be like, that's it. We're going back. We're redoing all the fucking scores on all these movies. Fuck Friday the 13th. I'm done.
I gotta
be honest, guys.
Nick Cage is great.
Now, those words will never come out of my mouth. But what will come out is I'm gonna spin the wheel real quick to see what's going on for next week before we jump into.
Yeah, I got to get a title for you.
Space Jason X. So I'm gonna spin it twice for Tuesday and Thursday.
Sweet.
Let me just, where's that shuffle? And let's see where it goes first. Get this bullshit ready.
Round and round she goes, where she stops, nobody knows.
Manitou.
Yes. Fuck yes. I love that. I'm on vacation though.
Hey, listen, you requested it and you said sturdy. If you put this on the wheel, I'm gonna be there.
I'm gonna be there. I got a good name for it. I got a good Taylor Swift title for it.
I'm fine with that. Taylor Swift. All right.
Well, I got to figure out for the rest of the year, and she only has one Christmas song, so I'm kind of fucked.
I'm sure she did some covers, buddy.
There you go.
What's a fucking Manitou?
Where do we watch the Manitou?
You'll fucking see.
What's a Nubian?
Where do we watch the movie at, Sturdy?
Huh?
Where do we watch the movie at? Okay, never mind.
I don't find it. That's where you watch it.
Yeah, Google it. I just let you know.
I found it.
Dig deep.
You gotta play the sound effects, man.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh my goodness.
Blood quad.
And why did you choose
it has a
this
stop
wheel?
chat.
Why did I choose this wheel?
Mm-hmm. What's the theme for this month?
Indigenous, Native American for November. Trying to, switch things up. There's not too many Thanksgiving movies, and you want to switch things up.
That's a good
really
idea.
switch it up.
And if there's any Pilgrim movies, they probably suck because that era is just like medieval France. It's not worth it.
Oh, that's true. It's hard to
What are
argue
you
that.
talking about?
It's not like any point in France.
They were only cool when they got invaded. That was
No, you want to hear something cool about Mighty Ducks that I figured out the other day?
Oh, yes.
Not really.
Well, I mean, it might not be cool to you because you guys probably figured it out a long time ago. But if you didn't, be honest though, because I just figured it out. Jesse calls fucking Bombay Cake Eater in it, right?
Cake Eater, yeah.
Because of fucking French. That shit was that's
Antoinette.
layered, man. That's some layers right there. Calling that rich man Cake Eater. I love that.
Oh, I thought you were talking about eating ass. I didn't know. I thought that you were going to go with it. That's what people say now about eating cake or groceries and all that.
Fucking
Wait, really?
Marie Antoinette. You know,
Is that what the kids are saying now, Sturdy? That cake is eating butthole?
That cake. Oh, you're eating the cake.
I'm so tired of your butthole talk.
Right?
I thought
Everybody's
that
on fire
with
coming up.
Huh? Put that away.
Oh no. Is Chris in the shower?
Cliff!
You asked what the Manitou was. It's Cliff.
What the fuck?
The man, the two, the one cup.
The Huxtable can come out when the show is over.
No, he can't.
A Huxtable?
Oh shit!
There's no hiding that in drinks. The thing is gigantic.
Yeah. No Huxtables in the mashed potatoes.
Well,
I'll
you
tell
ever see
you
those
what.
giant like flower things in the warp
some
tunnels and Super Mario Brothers? The big red flowers that come out of the tunnel.
The fire, yeah.
That's what it looks
the
like.
piranha plants.
The piranha plants, yeah.
That's what Cliff looks like.
Is that what
His whole head is just bar.
Like Mario's like gotta scale the building to get over it.
But it's got a thin vine. It's odd. It's just a giant head.
The staircase, Casey. You miss that every time. Oh my god.
That's my issue. I'm always trying to start from the even level. You gotta get up top.
Lord
You gotta get the
have
angle
mercy
on.
on
Oh my god.
Hey, Violet, you're turning violet.
Is go watch Never Hike Alone 2's review on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, do that.
Yep.
Yes, because that
I'll
shit
catch
was
you up on
fucking
Cliff and his
hilarious.
Huxtable.
Yeah.
What did
The
I
rest
give
of
that?
the stuff, though.
7.5, I think. I forgot what you're gonna have to go watch to see. I can't remember what I gave it, but it was somewhere on par with part 8, which says a lot because that was a fan film. So
Wait, which one? Oh, the fan film you gave a
Never Hike Alone 2 is better
7.5.
than we just watched.
7.5 you gave it.
yeah. What did I give 8?
4.5.
Yeah. I still feel that way.
Breaking news.
Haven't changed.
Disney's about to purchase Hulu.
Oh fuck.
So now Disney will own all of Hulu.
Yay!
Oh, nice. Hooray.
So they got Disney Plus and Hulu. There's gonna be a big old smash of baby, a Dislu.
Perfect.
Well,
For
Breaking news.
$87 a month now.
Breaking news. Disney just bought Cliff.
Been over contracts
They're gonna put it in their new movie, their new Pixar movie.
There's
Over the
rumors
cliff.
that Bob Iger only came back to sell to Apple.
Nice.
That would be amazing. We
Right.
would just be fucked.
Yep.
I mean, when
Everything
does
just
it
rolled
come
into
The
out?
King Conglomerate. The King Conglomerate.
No, Teddy Roosevelt will be spitting in his grave right now.
That just
The
blows
worst
my mind.
president
Like
ever.
Disney has a lot of money, and then Apple's
do.
like, "No, I got more money."
Steve Jobs is getting punched by fucking
By Teddy
right
Roosevelt.
now. Just in
I
heaven,
say,
just
boy, don't you understand anti-monopoly is bully?
like, hey, isn't it fun that we were lousy dads?
I'll beat you the way I beat my boys with Valencia oranges. Wham!
Valencia oranges.
For that,
Were they Moonies?
Doesn't leave a bruise. You just smack him around with a sack in the gut.
Fuck, man.
all right, Jason
Fuck.
X.
I was just about to
We're
say
not
that.
getting in that movie yet.
Oh fuck, that was fucking funny.
10.
Whew.
All right, we're there. Calm down. I give it a fucking 10.
Dirty's like
Oh,
Jason X.
my
I give it a 45.
Me? Mm-mm. Told you these are my bottom 3, but this is better than Jason Goes to Hell. So I give it
I give it a 6.
I give it a 5.
I give it an 8. I was kidding about the 10.
Wait, for
Really?
X?
I actually enjoyed this one, so I wound up giving it a 5.
I'm giving it a 5
just
too. On fun. It's based on fun factor alone.
Fun, and honestly, just strictly for being able to travel back to that era in the 2000s where, you know, we were all saving money on clothes and they were more environmentally friendly because there's only 25% nobody actually wore full clothing in this movie, which is wonderful.
That's true.
And
Oh,
hockey
that's
finally got outlawed. One less
the
sport.
mesh. There's so much mesh holding.
So
this
much
up together.
mesh, no sleeves.
Dude.
Sleeves are outlawed at this point.
I was watching a show. I was watching a show not too long ago from that time period, and somebody was wearing like one of those shiny gray. It wasn't mesh, but it was like that sheeny type shirt that you go to.
Yes.
And when I say sheeny, I mean like a sheen to it.
Mhm.
I know that's a derogatory statement, but I mean that. Just
I was like, is it?
It is.
It took a
it
minute.
is.
I forgot
Like,
it is. Yeah.
There is, but and I meant like the sheen look to the club type of shirt. And I had one of those fucking things, and I felt like a goddamn master in it.
Same.
I didn't look like one.
Fucking
I didn't
same.
act like one. But I felt like one.
I felt like Hugh Jackman in Swordfish.
I kind of did.
Yeah.
Dude, that
Oh,
movie made me
fuck.
buy one of those like race motorcycle jackets.
Shit, yeah.
Fucking goddamn, dude.
2000s.
I moved out of the fucking Angel David Boreanaz long jacket into that after Swordfish.
Nice.
Looked like a
Holy
fucking cafe racer.
Holy
Oh. It's like I'm gonna grow a little patch here, even though I couldn't. So I just like whatever,
Oh,
shaved my
perfect.
stupid face. But Jason X, yeah.
Jason X.
Oh my gosh, they took Jason to fucking space.
You
It was
know,
so
in
funny.
when I saw this when it first came out, I thought Space Jason looked awesome. Space Jason looks like shit.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
It's so bad.
yeah.
He's awful.
I didn't like the new look. Like I got it if they continued this storyline and just went to like Earth 2 and like made a badass or whatever, because then you have futuristic tech, like whatever. I'm glad it didn't go that route. But I didn't like it just didn't feel like Jason.
No, it did not. It felt much more like some weird 2000s version attempt at a Jason movie.
It reminded me of Super Shredder.
Yes, that's exactly what it felt like. It felt like Super Shredder. I wrote that down. Super
Shredder?
Shredder Jason with a head punch. So
In
they give
space.
you a head punch again.
Yeah.
They suck through a tiny hole into space murder, which was great. The
In
sleeping
a
bag
great,
murders, which was wonderful.
Dope, that was hilarious.
Right?
Space Smash, boom! That I
It
fucking
was
love.
great. And one of the best lines in this one is the gonna take more than one poke through the ribs to put down this old dog. So he stabs him again and he goes, "Yep, that ought to do it."
Yes,
That was that. See, that's the thing. That's where the llama joke didn't fucking land in the last one. Like they were trying to be funny, and it was just like, this is not funny. Like 90% of podcasters, they were trying to be funny, and it didn't land. But on
you can't force funny people.
they
Make it
say
natural.
something like that. That's the stupidest plug ever. But
That was fun. It took a while to get there, but well done. Navigated it well.
I get over the hump.
Here's how you
Get
do
over
it. Here's how you do it, Mick. I'm gonna do it for you right here, right?
Do it.
You can't force the laughter, unlike an amazing podcast over on the Scene Snobs. They don't force the laughs; they're natural. But the rest of you motherfuckers, I don't know.
Nice. You rest of you motherfuckers, I don't know.
Yeah,
I do what I gotta
Well,
do.
we'll
If I
stay
got
there
it, the
for a
shirt's
minute.
coming off.
you
Dude,
don't gotta
Cliff is
do it.
coming out. Cliff is coming out. Put Mario hat on Cliff.
Oh no!
Let him
Wow.
and then lay down.
Hey,
Pretend
get
to be
outta
Stop
Cliff for a
giving
while.
him ideas.
Put your shirt and your hat on Cliff and then lay down. And then talk as him. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. You're gonna look like a thumb. It's gonna be like, ha underway. Fucking, I'm gonna play video games later, and I'm the worst.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, I got a pen somewhere. I'm gonna draw his face on it.
Oh god damn.
And
I'm gonna do
this is what you get from our type of shows, people. I'm telling you, this is what you need to be tuning into. Is this shit? This is banter and Jason X.
I get this movie a fucking 11.
Has Sturdy given us rating yet?
Yeah, Cinco. You see, everybody did. Cinco.
All
that
the
means
same on
five.
this one.
Ah.
I
Oh.
do like that they did also reference the Microsoft conflict. Was a weird highlight in Jason X.
And you pointed out too, Sturdy, they outlawed hockey in 2024.
Yeah, so we're gonna see what happens next year.
Next year.
And that was another. That's another funny thing that made me think of like just movies in general. Is when they say futuristic, like we're living in the times. I'm like, yo, it really wasn't that far in the future, people.
It's really not. Most of the eras that they talk about, those futures are already like here around the corner. We're done.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens after 2050. Then we jump to Starship Troopers, and it's out of my hands. That's hundreds of years away.
By that point, if we're not, if we're not in Star Trek by then, we're screwed.
Done.
Just leave now.
It's gonna be Wally.
I gotta say this for 400 years old. I know she was frozen and all that shit. She was still looking pretty good. That chick. And Jason was still moving around as old as he was.
I want to watch
455.
I love Lexa Doig, dude.
Oh, it's amazing that they actually pulled almost everyone, half of the Andromeda crew.
Yeah, I love that show. That was such a good show. Crazy Kevin Sorbo, isn't it?
Yes, it was. And you can watch Kevin Sorbo right before he lost his mind when we still loved him as a person because he wasn't a nightmare human.
Fucking Jason X, man.
Dude, you got to watch his gun movie. Where like they take away the Second Amendment and the whole movie's like a civil war.
Oh my gosh, that sounds terrible.
It's fucking amazing, dude. Oh my god.
And apparently in the future we're also going to use machetes as surgical tools. I don't know if anyone else called that in this one where he finds a new weapon.
When we have nanobots.
Yeah, have nanobots. Let's get giant metal weapons because I don't know, it looks cool.
They do look cool, and I mean, you know, maybe Jason wants to be a doctor in the future. Dr. Voorhees.
Why would Jason find the machete in the medical facility when they have space marines? One of them couldn't have a machete,
right?
One
of course, Jason's into being a doctor. He's already proven his gynecology in the last movie.
Boom, because the whole period thing.
Oh yeah, he's an incestual bastard, isn't he?
If he smells like
any
a bear,
woman not related to him,
and then crawls inside of him.
He crawls inside the ones related to him. No wonder he loved mommy so much. Let's break down Jason.
He's got some serious issues. All right, Freud would have a field day with Jason.
Just because we was on the subject, nobody mentioned the other day when we were doing the review of TCM from 03 that this chick blows her head out after pulling out the gun from her underneath.
We talked about it.
You did?
Remember? Yeah, we said it was a great shot. Remember?
Remember because the cop was said. The cop. Nice shot. I remember what he said verbatim, but he was like, "It's kind of wet down there. What the hell were you guys doing?" Or some shit. I'm like, "Wow, that."
Dude, next week is election night.
God damn.
Yeah.
And I'm on vacation, so you got to cover it.
Let the purge begin.
Have a good one.
Talk about horror, Sturdy. We should cover it. The scary snob election coverage.
Election night coverage.
You should have a live coverage and do Jason versus Freddy, and people can vote during the show on who's going to win. We can talk about the Manitou, but it's like we're doing live coverage of Freddy versus Jason.
Have that going down across the bottom.
Yeah,
breaking
vote
news
now in the comments.
There you go.
Boom, and I have to be there because fucking Manitou.
Yep, you have to be there because it's Manitou.
I can't wait for you to see the Manitou. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I can't wait for you to see the Manitou. And I definitely can't wait for fucking Chris to see the Manitou.
Uh-oh.
Because he's going to be like, what the fuck was going on in this movie? But he's going to love it. I know he is.
Nice.
But either way, I'll appreciate it.
I'm excited. Favorite kills from Jason X? Mine is the face smash.
All of them.
Yep. Face smash was cool. Yeah, I mean, this whole movie probably had some of the best kills because it even had sleeping bags.
That was just fucking funny.
I love sleeping bags was great. Killing the holograms was amazing.
I want to say that it's when he stabs the dude, you're gonna have to do more. But he didn't die, remember, because he latched onto him, so it's not a kill.
Yeah.
Because that was a funny line. That'll do it.
Great. That ought to do it. But then suck through the space hole was great, but like they didn't really get much into it. It's just the flesh hanging off of the little grate as she gets sucked out to the porthole. Because I mean, that's kind of how that would go.
I like the pilot death.
The engineer or the
no. When he was flying, and and like Jason just went up and got him. Like I was like, wow, that's fucking strategic. Like Jason's like, I don't give a shit.
Because he was getting ready to fly to some base or some shit. They ended up crashing into him.
Nope.
Also, and it said blows up the base. So like Jason's murder total just went so high because he took out an entire base of humans.
I wonder how many people are on that. We got to do a recount, just like the election. Yo, Jason needs a recount. That's gonna be Friday. That's gonna be Jason needs a recount.
Vote in the comments next Tuesday.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit.
Chris, what's yours?
I love them all. Like this is one of my favorite in the series. I think this is the highest one. What did I give? I'm pretty sure I didn't give anything other than an 8 or a 9 the most. So,
Jason, what about you?
You like the Friday the 13th remake a lot, Chris.
Yeah, but that's not in the canon of the franchise. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. What'd you say, Jason?
Remake was way better.
The sleeping bags. I love the sleeping bags.
Sleeping bags?
Yeah.
What about you, Mick? Did you say?
Yeah, well, I like the pilot, but I'm probably, if I'm going to have to settle on any of them, I'll probably do, what's her name? The android. Because it was like the most impactful.
Yeah.
It's the only that really gave a shit about.
And we actually get the head punch again. And I always love head punches.
That punch was a good one.
He wanted to hit that so bad. He was just
I already was. Like when she got her head punched off, I was like, that poor guy's not going to get laid for a while.
Jason, that's where you're wrong because she still had a mouth and it was still moving. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean that works, but it's not the same.
Let's sit down.
Doesn't she actually say something to that effect when they leave? Like something about getting some. She wants to get some or something weird. Like I missed that line.
I know she said something about she'll be back on her feet soon, and they kind of like repeated it almost back to back. It was something about her getting on her feet again.
Okay.
But she
did was kind of melting as much as toxic Jason at that point.
And the thing is that, just think about it though. She could be doing that like all day because she's a robot and does not have to breathe.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, what are we doing? What are we doing?
We're talking about Jason X. It's called X for a reason.
What we're doing?
Legit.
You see?
Yeah, it's called X, not triple X, Sturdy.
Listen, it starts with
it's implied.
Hang on.
Friday the 13th remake was filmed in Texas, which is close to Dallas. Which Debbie, come on, let's talk about Debbie Does Dallas for the next hour and a half.
And this is futuristic. So technically, this happened in the future. You know, supposedly. Before.
Debbie Does Dallas is one of my favorite.
Does it happen before or after Time Cop?
All around the same time.
Well, actually, technically, when he gets thawed or gets frozen, that's Time Cop era. Pretty sure,
That
even though trying to
Time
figure
Cop
out what the
era.
actual timeline of this movie was damn near impossible.
You know who that guy was, right? The old guy that was like, we're going to do whatever, lock him up or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
David Cronenberg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He rewrote his dialogue because it was so bad.
I believe it. He does a great job on Star Trek Discovery. I love Cronenberg.
Yeah.
The director refused to do the nude scenes, so she refused to cast the nude scenes. So the studio made her casting person do it without the director. She didn't want nudity in the movie. She's like, it's not necessary to the story.
That's a Friday the 13th, though. How do you expect to not have nudity?
Wait, who said that?
Nudity. The director didn't want nudity in the movie, so she refused to cast those parts. Somebody else did.
I mean, it didn't bother me that it wasn't in 6 either.
Yeah, but you took his shirt off.
Who did?
Best one.
He wasn't in the movie. Horror with Sir Sturdy got some nudity today too.
Jesus Christ.
No, Horror with Sturdy didn't get no nudity today. That was all Jason.
I wasn't even catching on to what we were talking about. I mean, it's not funny. I don't know what we're talking about.
Yes, the fuck it is funny.
I'm not picking on Chris. He's so nice. It wasn't his nudity though. I was talking about somebody else from earlier today.
I was talking
His
about
name's
mine.
Chris too. There's a lot of. It was White Chris.
White Chris. Is this a right quiz?
There's a White Chris.
I heard you have Puerto Rican Chris.
There's lots of White Chris's. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah, that's why we call him Puerto Rican Chris over on Popcorn and Pints.
Biblical name.
Hey, Sturdy, when I not around, do you say Jason's off doing white shit?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Bald.
I would say he was doing it in the
Bald,
ninth one.
Bald white shit. He's doing bald things.
Said
Bald guy stuff.
He's just invading bodies.
Nick and I will be like, what's Chris doing? He's like Puerto Rican shit, or what's Wonder doing? He's doing
Wonder.
black shit. Dreams.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Dreams.
Dreams.
Oh, he's definitely doing black people stuff right now. He's definitely doing stuff right now. You come on now. He just got a fresh haircut the other day too. Yeah.
My favorite Sturdy joke on that was like, "What's some white people shit?" And he goes, "Slavery." Under his breath is like slavery.
What was funny about that is I just said it like boom without even. As soon as Mick was done talking, I had an answer for it. Oh my gosh, people!
So, guys, if you can't tell the quality of these movies, we're not talking about
half our conversations that we have in the group.
These are in a major franchise that is beloved by many.
Mm-hmm.
Very.
Good. Should we tell Casey my idea for the movie?
Which movie?
Sure.
Two Girls, One Cup?
Snobs movie.
Oh, tell him.
Think Beer Fest and Fanboys. Right after COVID, we got to get out, and we're going to Podfest.
Nice.
And we are just visiting people all along the way. All of our friends.
Amazing.
I like it.
I love it. Yes.
It's the worst movie idea ever because I hate road trips now. My back doesn't work.
Do what they do on 600-pound Life. Rent a U-Haul.
Why would I rent the worst vehicle to drive?
Put a bed in there.
I'm comfortable.
Make Casey drive.
Oh, get a Volkswagen Thing.
We're gonna hire a road manager.
Nice. Someone who actually drives a big CDL bus, so you can just sit back and hang out the whole time. I'll be great, and then have a roadie.
We should just remake Ted Lasso with me.
Yes.
And it's just us doing scenes like this.
Remade.
Perfect.
Every black character is played by Sturdy. Every white character is played by Jason.
Yep.
Every Hispanic character, which is just one, Danny Rojas, is played by Chris.
Oh, we got a cast right here.
Nailed it.
We got a cast right here. Look at this. This is why you need to be diverse.
Each episode, I'm kidding, of course. You have to donate to charity to get us to stop.
Yes. Yes, that's how you get donations. We will only stop upon donations.
Yep.
People are just like, they're gonna die. They haven't stopped reading for 4 days. We have to do it.
I'm like Captain America. I can do this all day.
You can. I was up late last night because I couldn't sleep because my fucking knees. Yeah, that's another thing. And then
were you talking to Cliff?
I saw Chris was away.
I had to.
I saw Cliff was on OnlyFans, so I went over and see what was going on.
And I just stayed on for 8 hours. I don't know.
I stayed on for. Well, no, I saw Chris up, and I'm like, I bet you he's gaming. I was like, I should go downstairs and game. I was like, nah. And I was like, that dude's a fucking warrior. Man,
Chris is ready to stream at all times. He is, dude. I wish I could do it.
But Chris, I'm going to say this right now. Do not feel the pressure of all of this prestige. If you don't want to game, you don't have to game.
I was playing Spider-Man earlier today. But the whole time I'm like, I should turn on the stream. Fuck, I should turn on the stream.
There's nights like that though too, because I love the stream too. But there's nights where I'm gaming with like Henry and Matt, Chris, and I'm just like, or with my stepdaughter, I'm like, I don't really feel like streaming. Fuck it, I'm just gonna talk some bullshit. Maybe I'll say crazier shit because I'm not streaming, depending on what we're gaming with, and just go.
I don't want to get all these fucking messages.
Oh, I got an idea, Sturdy. Do popcorn and pints. A script reading a Friday, and Nick and I will do all the white characters.
Perfect.
No, if you're gonna do that
in the movie,
I
don't think there are any white characters in. Are there any white characters in?
I just want to see Sturdy read the whole script by himself.
Nope, I had to read those white lines. You're gonna read the black lines. No painting faces either. I didn't.
Well, that was never on the table.
I didn't.
Did you think at some point I was just going to be like, Sturdy, we need the realistic effect here? No, of course not.
I mean, look, Scrubs did it. JD and Turk. You know how hilarious that was? That could have been. That could be all of us.
It's amazing.
I am not Al Jolson.
Nope. This is all, man. It's okay to go one way, but it's not okay to go the other way.
It's not.
Nick and I can get canceled. You won't get canceled.
Yeah, but
I'm not going to get canceled because nothing is going on my face.
No.
Nothing is going. Maybe Cliff will go, but nothing else.
No,
that's going to turn you brown.
I was talking about us reading Friday character roles, not even the face.
Are you leaving?
No,
Are you leaving?
Oh my god, this is a fun fucking night. Holy shit!
Yeah, because we're not having Mick at night tomorrow. He's getting it out of the way now.
We're not talking about movies.
When are you doing Mick at night? Next Friday or 2 weeks? In 2 weeks from Friday?
In 2 months when he comes back.
Black Friday.
Black Friday.
Right?
We're gonna cover Black Friday sales.
I like it.
We're all gonna show up for the Black Friday Mick at night, and we're all gonna leave and just leave Sturdy there.
Fine, I'll talk to Sturdy. Whatever. Chris will stay, right, Chris? Casey can come.
Yay!
He's over on that side. I forgot it's mirrored.
Chris isn't gonna want to stay. Not on Black Friday.
Why? What's wrong with Black Friday?
Stuff to buy.
I have to pray.
Oh, you have a raid. You have a raid that day, don't you?
Nah, that's in the middle of the day, I think, now at this point. It's either first thing in the morning or the middle of the day. Now I can't remember.
Mine's at what? 3, right? 3 to 5?
I can't, like I just said, I can't remember.
Yeah, but maybe you remembered me because you love me.
No.
I thought he said pray. He said raid.
This is what's happening.
Not that I don't love you, just not that I remembered.
These fucking movies make people fight. That's the problem. They're so angering.
It's this goddamn non-bipartisan rhetoric here you're spewing.
Who are you voting for next week?
Oh,
get out and vote,
Freddie for the win. Freddie.
Yeah, you don't even have to, and that's the thing, people. You don't even have to get out and vote. You just got to watch this stream and vote during the stream. Boom.
Ready for Slasher President.
Right.
Ready for Slasher President.
No. Vote. Please vote.
Yeah, go real vote.
Do not listen to Sturdy, then come here and vote. Polls are closed by then. You'll be good.
All I'm saying is they don't have to. Hey, listen, they don't have to leave the house for this election. For the real one, they do. They can leave the house.
There you go. That's a good way to put it. Yes, definitely go leave your house to go do the real election.
Go get some
sun.
sun.
Come back.
Go vote. And then get ready for Sturdy that night to vote again. But don't listen to Sturdy when he says, don't vote. You need to vote. It's very important. I'm not going to
unless you can't vote. If you're unable to vote, then don't vote because that's illegal.
Whether you want to vote like this color here or like Casey's headphones, whatever.
I thought you were
all I'm
putting
saying is go out and vote that day. Don't go out on Monday. Don't go out on Wednesday. You'll be too early or too late. Go out on Tuesday.
Yeah, Democrat, Republican, blood, Crip, basically the same damn thing, blue and red, right?
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm not disagreeing with that. That's probably the most apt analogy.
The first part would be for
Are you rapping right now?
I just say we vote that our government's no longer a nursing home. Let's start there.
That is true.
Wait, what?
Good start.
Yeah.
Government doing what?
I shouldn't
No
vote to
longer
entertain our
vote that
government with
government is
Matt.
no longer a nursing home.
Wait, you're not allowed in nursing homes?
No, I said our government looks like a nursing home.
You can make friends fast in physical therapy, so you got to respect those boundaries.
I'm there now. I get it. So vote for more old people. Vote for young people. I don't give a shit. Go vote. Don't listen to Sturdy.
No, go vote, then listen to Sturdy.
This is going to be the one thing where Sturdy goes viral. And he's like, podcast tells everybody not to vote. And it's like, fanatically, I'm telling you, please do.
Mick, hear me out. Actually,
Black
Casey,
YouTuber canceled today for telling people not to vote.
They ain't gonna cancel me for that.
I'm gonna cancel him. He's a hero. He's gonna be on Fox News next week.
Hell yeah. And they're gonna ask me why I said this. I'm gonna say, listen, what happens if nobody votes? I really want to know that. like a real answer. What happens if
That's
nobody
never
votes?
going to happen. So you're going to have people go and vote.
Boom.
They'll literally have one person accept the vote because they're never not going to be people voting.
So how did
the people running vote?
But is there anything? No, is there seriously anything written in law? Like if nobody votes, there's who decides?
We don't know. Nobody's never not voted.
Yeah, nobody's never not voted. There's no way to do that. I would assume if it's going to come down to that, you'll have another elected official choose. If I were a betting man, but once again, someone would have to vote for them to get into that position. So it depends what office you're voting for.
Electoral college.
That's when you just start shooting.
Figure it out.
Listen,
Right in Cliff for president. Which one is this time?
So how did Donald Trump win the second term? Well, some guy named Sturdy told people not to vote, so now we're stuck with going down.
Well, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, everybody wakes up Tuesday morning. It's like, I'm not quite sure what to do. He said, don't vote.
Hey, it'd make a good movie. What the fuck?
It does remind me of the Tracy Morgan, Jordan on the show, 30 Rock commercial for voting. Hey, black people, don't vote. You know how many games of pool you can play in the time it takes to vote? 3.
Oh my god.
Perfect. So true.
God, fucking Tracy Morgan, man.
Holy shit.
Morgan, Tracy Jordan.
I love you. You're not saying anything. I want you to tell me that we
love him too.
That we love you too. That you love me too. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
He's super like
meow.
He's chill. I'm hyper. Sturdy's losing it. Jason's I need to go to fucking bed.
Oh, I definitely do because I got to be up at like 5 o'clock. But
Jason's staying up late.
You're staying up late.
It's all these Smarties that I have that I've been eating.
Oh, this guy's over here getting sugar high like
an entire bag of Smarties in what, like a day? That's a
no, I gave some away to trick or treaters.
He was. It's a problem. It's a problem. He was crushing them on his table yesterday. I was like, oh shit.
You should have heard me.
He's gone, guys. We're losing them. We're losing them fast here.
I've been messages all day.
Guys, when I snort the orange ones, I can see the universe.
I thought of a new color. It's called Grin Grezgrin.
Grin Grezgrin.
Not I saw a new color. No. I thought.
There was a whole
it looks an awful lot like blue, but not.
I snort the green ones, my hair grows back.
And it's crazy because they all smell like chalk.
Grin Grezgrin.
But they taste like dandelions and
Smarties. Are you making a facial out of your Smarties?
That's what Jason's doing right now. He's putting it there. I bet you his desk looks like Tony Montana's, but it's all fucking Smarties. And he's just like going like this at one point, popping them like Tic Tacs. And he's just like, he's just like, the world is mine.
He has his own guy he talks to for Smarties. It's the only guy in town that's got those Smarties.
That's okay. I just got to find my Smartie guy. And you guys ain't got to worry about nothing, okay? That's fine. Dude. My woman's womb is so polluted. She can't even have my baby because of the Smarties.
You think Jason, I'm crazy? They thought the Bitcoin guys were crazy too. You'll see. You'll see.
I got your costume for Halloween next year. You're going to go as...
a giant Smartie?
No, Jean-Claude Van Damme from Lionheart with his fucking pants up here and shit. Yes. And every trick-or-treater that comes, you're going to put your hand on the shoulder and then talk to him like this. How do I find my brother? Do you know where my brother is? There you go, right up. You gotta get him under the nipples though. There you go. And then kick the trick or treater in the face when they say, "We don't know you have a brother."
And then I want Sturdy to come in and just be like, "You got real heart line, heart."
You got the real heart line. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Sturdy is going to play. Then you have to the next year go as Steven Seagal from Half Past That.
I won't go as Steven Seagal.
Sturdy plays Ja Rule in that one.
Ja Rule.
Murder. Fire Island. Or not Fire Island. Fire
DMX with exit wounds.
Oh shit. That was a good one.
I haven't heard your dulcet tones in a fucking Fortnite.
Because you didn't put them in a movie.
I fucking tied that into video games for you. I did that for you.
Chris should play Luigi.
It's perky now.
It's getting freezing.
It's getting freezing?
cold.
Freezing. That's what it is.
I hate this shit. Fuck winter.
I'm with you.
Fuck Camp Crystal Lake in 8, 9, and 10.
You like 10.
You just love 10.
That's,
yeah, but you loved them more than we did.
That's okay.
I think you forgot where you were on the side of history.
No,
You should have voted.
8, I gave like a 4, 4.5. 9, I gave I think a 7, 7.5, and then 10, I gave what?
None of this makes sense though. It's not that way.
Yeah, because 9 is clearly I gave it a 2. That's what it deserves. I mean, Jason X at least a 5 for not like completely sucking. It just missed the boat on being, good.
They took away the Jason's family. They took away the fucking Necronomicon. They took away
like, why couldn't they just have his mother's head in space with him?
Right? Something.
Betsy Palmer declined to reprise her role. I looked that up too. They wanted her in that movie.
I don't blame her.
She was doing something on Broadway and she said no.
I don't need money anymore.
Anything. She's like, is this directed or written by the same guys who did Wing Commander? I'm out.
Wow.
Is it?
I don't think so, but I wish it was.
Betsy.
Let's make fun of Five Nights at Freddy for a little bit.
Did you want to be in that movie?
Fantastic thriller movie that ends with the terrible third act.
It made a lot of fucking money.
I thought it was okay.
Bullshit. Bullshit. That was Blumhouse paying for fucking tickets. I'm telling you.
Well, I wish I would have paid for my fucking. Oh, I didn't pay. I didn't go to see it in theater. I watched it on Peacock.
Yeah, exactly. It was on what, Peacock or somewhere.
Yep, that's where I watched it.
I didn't hate it.
That's where I watched it because talking with the wife, I was like, "Oh shit, it's on Peacock too." She was like, "Well, we might as well just watch it at home," and I was fine with that. I was fucking fine with that because it wasn't. I do feel like that movie is worth a watch, but not a theater watch for me. For me,
I liked it, but I'm definitely happier that I saw it at home. I probably would have disliked it more if I paid for it, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was just,
there's a lot of potential there. I mean, I'm sure it took Annabelle 3 movies for me to like that franchise, so maybe 3 Five Nights at Freddy's, I'll be like a Five Nights at Freddy stan.
We'll see. I don't see this being one of those movies we come back to damn near 20 years down the road talking about something. Oh, this was a good fucking movie. Nope.
I know a lot of people that loved it.
I mean, I feel like more people that may have, I don't know. Maybe they were into the game more. I don't know anything about the game. I don't know the lore about the game.
I think that helped
me. There was an explosion at Disney World.
Huh?
There was an explosion at Disney World.
An explosion at Disney World?
Yeah, it's not. I don't think there's anybody hurt as of right now. I didn't see anybody mention it, but I just got some news in that there was, I guess, an explosion and affected the monorail. It was like shut down and stuff.
Oh shit!
But they said it was a big, loud explosion.
Nice. 2 days ago.
Nice.
Hey man, it happens. But I think we could wrap this one up on
God,
something I don't do.
This is 2 days ago.
Jason, tell the lovely people where they can find you.
Do I have that movie here? Yes, I do. Hold on, guys. 3 Geeks Podcast is getting our hands on some cool shit. So right now we're giving this away. All you have to do is subscribe. And once you've subscribed, you've entered into all of our future giveaways. So just subscribe to 3 Geeks Podcast. We're drawing a winner for this on Saturday. We're giving away copies of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. We're giving away tickets to see the Skywalker. Forgive me, I've never seen the show before. We're giving away Skywalker. I think it's Skywalker. You guys ever heard of it? Skinwalker, maybe?
Skinwalkers.
Skinwalker Ranch, yeah. Giving away tickets to go see that in Akron, a live performance of that. So subscribe. Once you're subscribed, you're entered. And we got Ninja Turtles
subscribed
next month too.
How do I win one of those?
I draw random winners from our subscribers.
Well, there you go.
So we're giving away Mutant Mayhem. We talked about that today, guys. That's coming in December.
Nice.
Wait, what's coming in December?
Mutant Mayhem.
Turtles.
TMT, the cartoon.
No, I didn't hear what he said.
I love that version.
Oh, it was so hip hop too. Oh my god!
Appreciate you, Trip. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I had the screen down for a second. Y'all rock. Thanks for coming through. Everybody who spent some time here tonight with us in Horror with Sir Sturdy.
What about you, Chris?
What about me? What?
Tell the lovely people where they can find you.
Oh, they already know. I'm the worst damn gamer ever, everywhere. Come find me on TikTok. Make sure you're catching all those shorts and go check out the YouTube channel because if you want to catch these live streams, whether you're on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, almost a TikTok. I need 120 or 30 more followers, so help out. Send me to different people too. But yeah, find me anywhere at the worst damn gamer ever. And what do? I'm here podcasting most of the time, playing some video games and chilling with a bunch of other people online, building community. So let's make it happen.
Boom. There you go. What about you, Mick? Where can the lovely people find you?
I don't know.
On vacation.
The Scene Snobs.
Oh, that's right. The Scene Snobs is on vacation for 2 weeks, but you can go check out their past episodes. People.
Actually, I do have something fun. Follow us on Instagram during the whole vacation. I'm going to drop Where's Mix, and they're just like Where's Waldo's, but you got to find me.
Nice.
There you go.
So we got to follow me on Instagram to find that one.
Can you tell them what your Instagram is, good sir?
Oh, at the Scene Snobs. Oh, and we'll have full slate of shows. So the channel will have new shows. I'm just on vacation. They're just not live.
Boom. See that? So make sure you take your asses on over there. What about you, Casey? You want people following you?
I am nowhere.
He's nowhere.
You can find me in the ether. You can find me out there in the internet. You got to search to find me.
You got to search to find Casey. And I'm right here. Horror with Sir Sturdy. Everywhere. Oh, Twitter, IG, and TikTok, and Thread is a part of IG. It's @_Sturdy. I couldn't get @Sturdy because some other dickhead already took it. Fuck you, whoever has it. And I'm the real Sturdy. It should be mine. But yeah, so you don't have to type out the whole long Horror Sir Sturdy and all that shit. That's still the name, but it's not the @. But we're gonna.
You should do @RealSirSturdy.
Ooh. That's more to type though. And I'm a lazy typer. I know people are lazy typers. @_Sir Sturdy. I'm the real one.
Sir Sturdy legit.
There you
Too
go.
legit to quit.
Hi.
We're gonna get on out of here and talk about some girls and
Why am I
cups.
in the John Travolta pose?
#Scary Snobs. Check us out. I
You're
don't know
a phenomenon.
what on anymore. We just like move around Scary Snobs because me and Sturdy are very unreliable.
Oh, sure.
I'll
send it to you tomorrow, Mick.
I gotta
It's
edit
late.
your shit. I gotta edit Dan and Tim's shit. I gotta edit my shit with Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I got so much shit. I'm not on vacation.
He's on vacation from the live on the Teen Snobs is basically what it is.
Yeah.
And
I did my history show. Fucking bullshit.
He does. He's gonna be busy. He's gonna be busy.
Not history, like because Casey is gonna do a history show and he knows more about that shit. I just do film stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Educational people. You get education from all these motherfucking podcasts.
Dude, fucking Casey, we would be driving and like he would just like we'd be in some random ass town and he would just talk about how some fucking Revolutionary War lieutenant and all of the battles he won. And I'm like, how do you fucking know this shit? Like it was that guy wasn't even in my textbook. Like he wasn't anywhere near my textbook. Like you know the whole town's history of this random ass town in North Carolina.
Yeah, he was just I think that guy was just a random like aide for General Greene, who was a big deal down there in the North Kakalaki area during the Revolutionary War.
I'm so jealous you had a tour guide with you when you go on road trips.
Take Casey anywhere, he's gonna tell you how shit works. He refused to answer my farm questions after a while.
No, we did reach a point where we did have to put it on. Where I was like, "Stop asking about the cows." He kept asking about different kinds of cows.
There's so much shit I didn't know.
Me either.
Jump, dude. They jump, and I saw two the other day, like headbutting each other. There's some crazy shit that goes on, and they run. Did you know they run?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I knew they ran.
Sturdy, breaking news.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, we are not the top of the food chain. We're not the brightest. We just discovered fire, projectiles, and fucking bricks and how to make bricks and mortar. That's about it.
Yes.
Before we got out of here, Sturdy, there is breaking news. If you go to galaxycon.com right now before November 14th, you can get Nicolas Cage's autograph.
Yo, I'm on it.
Sturdy, let's go.
It still bothers me. It's still